1. Why deep work matters. Let's start with why deep work matters. In our hyperconnected world, shallow work, tasks that are non-cognitively demanding and often performed while distracted, has become the norm. Think of emails, meetings, or scrolling through social media. While these tasks might feel productive, they don't generate much value in the long run. On the other hand, deep work allows you to produce at an elite level, learn complicated information faster, and create work that truly stands out. It's the difference between working hard and working smart. Part 2. The 4 Rules of Deep Work. Now, let's explore the 4 rules Newport lays out for cultivating deep work in your life. The first rule is simple: work deeply. This means creating rituals and routines that maximize your ability to focus. For example, some people schedule specific blocks of time each day where they focus on nothing but deep work. No emails, no social media, just pure, undistracted focus. Newport suggests creating a workspace that supports deep work, setting clear goals for what you want to accomplish during these sessions, and practicing disciplined scheduling to make sure these sessions happen regularly. The second rule is to embrace boredom. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to jump from one task to another or fill every idle moment with something entertaining. But to train your brain to focus deeply, you need to learn to be comfortable with boredom. This might mean resisting the urge to check your phone every time you have a spare minute or deliberately scheduling times to rest without distractions. By embracing boredom, you're teaching your mind to handle periods of deep work without needing constant stimulation. Next up is a big one: quit social media. Newport isn't saying you need to quit entirely, but he does encourage you to be very selective about the tools you use. Social media can be one of the biggest obstacles to deep work because it fragments your attention and encourages shallow thinking. Newport suggests running an experiment where you quit social media for 30 days and see if it has any negative impact on your life. If it doesn't, then maybe it's time to quit for good, or at least use it more mindfully. Finally, we have the rule: drain the shallows. This means minimizing the amount of time you spend on shallow work and maximizing the time available for deep work. Start by identifying the shallow tasks in your day, those that don't require much focus, and find ways to either eliminate, automate, or delegate them. By reducing the shallow work in your life, you create more space for deep work, which in turn leads to greater productivity and satisfaction. Part 3. Real-life examples of deep work. Now, let's look at some real-life examples of deep work in action. Take J.K. Rowling, for instance. When she was writing the final Harry Potter book, she checked into a hotel and isolated herself from the outside world to focus entirely on her writing. The result? One of the most successful book series of all time. Or consider Bill Gates, who famously took weeks, retreats where he would go to a secluded cabin, completely disconnected from the world, to focus on reading and thinking deeply about Microsoft's future. Part 4. How to implement deep work in your life. Now that we understand the principles of deep work, how can you implement them in your own life? Start by setting up a dedicated time and space for deep work, free from distractions. Use tools like time blocking to ensure you're spending your most productive hours on deep work. Limit your use of social media and other distractions, and make sure to take regular breaks to recharge. Remember, deep work is a skill that takes time to develop, but by gradually implementing these strategies, you'll start to see a significant improvement in your productivity and the quality of your work. Conclusion: the power of deep work. If you found this summary helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And if you have any thoughts or experiences with deep work, share them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and remember, your best self is just one good habit away.